Hey there, my name is Spencer Mueller, and I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons with a group of my ridiculous pals for a little over 6 years now. We have lots of good times and lots of terrible decisions while we play, and we wanted to share them all with you. This is the world of Nerdcraft, and these are my friends.
Slur! Oh wait, I mean Chris!
Walker.
My name's Robert.
Sean.
This is Ethan.
Dean!
Forgotten realms, magic spells, hallowed halls beneath the pills. He's the master of the evil in the deep. He's the dungeon master. He's the dungeon master.
So, you guys had all met up in the Yawning Portal. You met up with each other. There's a little gang fight that happened. You attempted to pour some beer on one of them from a distance, just barely missing. They got kicked out. You're approached by a man named Volfamp Verdom, who came to you guys with a request of finding his missing friend, Floon Blackmar.
Floon!
Bless you. Nice looking human, like wavy, reddish blonde hair, a blue vest, brown
Strawberry
trousers.
blonde.
Sheath sword.
He had seen him at the Skewered Dragon last, and
The Squidward.
had left him there. And then, so you guys decided to head your way there. Upon your travel, you saw a gruesome murder scene. Met with the captain of the city watch, whose name was
Because you crossed your friends. You were like, you know what?
Eustace Staggett.
The guy that you...
Eustace Staggett.
No. The guy that you captured, or that you stopped from running away.
Yeah.
That was one of your friends.
No, it wasn't one of my friends.
It was one of your friends.
It's a long story.
Yeah, well...
So you guys continued on your way from there after helping apprehend one of the thugs that was trying to escape. You then made your way to the dragon, where you couldn't really get much information. You ended up getting challenged by a dwarf, Solomil Silverfingers, who challenged you to a game of bronze or brain, where Sart took up the bronze and ended up losing.
Yeah, but I did really well.
You got some good shots there. He guys gave you information that Floon had been seen in the tavern, and then shortly after Volo left, another similar-looking fellow to Floon met with Floon at the bar. They shared drinks, hung out for a few hours, and then left together. Right afterwards, they were followed out by 5 people. Roguish figures, not very too familiar, so they don't really know the faces, but he did know that they frequent a warehouse that is on Candle Lane. He said keep an eye out for the snake on the door on Candle Lane. So you guys had started heading out, and you guys were walking back up the street, coming back again in front of this shop that is glowing purple, and it's got this big extravagant sign on it that says the Zolblood Shop.
Is it open?
I don't know.
Oh.
There's lights on inside, and it's glowing purple.
I go for the doorknob and I
So you guys want walk up to the
I walk up to the door and I grab the doorknob and I pull.
Okay, yeah, it seems
and I open
open.
the door.
So
That's how doors work.
a
Yeah.
cloud,
You found them.
Some actually push.
a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke trails out of the shop's door and you peer inside. Every wall is painted purple. Every dusty knickknack on the shelves is dyed in deep violet. The hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter wears plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 face-painted eyes. The gnome lowers a pipe and exhales a lavender smoke, just continuing to fill the room. And before raising a hand, "Hail! Well met! Come, browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop." He opens his heart.
This is quite curious.
What's your name?
Notomy walks 5 steps in, takes a deep breath, and goes, I can't do this, and walks out.
What's
You
your
were
name?
gonna miss someone
Zoblo.
this interesting.
Zolblod, as the shop says.
But then I come back.
Zubla?
Please, what can I help you with?
What kind of, I'm not gonna adopt that voice.
Yeah,
What
okay.
kind of
I perception around the room to see what items are visually.
How curious are your curiosities then?
Are you inside saying
I
that?
came back in.
Okay, alright.
Why don't you have to take a deep breath?
Why don't you peer around? Have a look-see here. I'm sure there's something that will find your interest.
18
Uh,
perception around the room to see like what's available, like just on the shelves.
So yeah, you just peer around. There's lots of shelves, bookshelves, and random stalls and all that kind of stuff. And then the large counter going across. Everything is a different hue of purple, so it's actually really hard to just like see what there is from staying in there. So you start walking around and kind of peering around.
I was gonna say I was gonna walk up to one of the shelves and kind of like look at some of the stuff that's on it.
You hear that some noise, some like click-clacking noise, and you kind of turn your head over, and now you don't really see, like you're looking at this tiny little like mechanical crab or maybe a spider. You're not really sure what it is. Some small body with like 8 little legs, and it's this deep violet color, and it's so that's what catches your eye. You were searching around as well. All right. So you start walking around, and you see a glass orb, this solid glass orb, and as you kind of peer into it and look into it, this like deep violet smoke starts appearing and swirling around on the inside of it. Naomi, were you looking as well?
Yeah.
Can I pick it up and shake it?
Yeah. You pick it up and shake it?
Yeah. I look at it, see if words come up.
No, nothing
Damn
happens. You find just this really just beautiful, extravagant purplish, like purple and purple violet feather.
I go up to Zooblood.
Zoblud?
Zooblood.
Zubold.
Anything meet your fancy, friend?
What is this?
It is a trinket of sorts.
What does it do?
The smoke never ends.
I'm gonna put it back.
Were you looking around as well?
Yeah.
So you start searching around. You find a bright purple spoon, like almost like glowing purple spoon, and there's a big M engraved on the handle of it.
I walk up and pick up the little trinket thing.
The little like spider crab thing.
crab
Yeah.
thing. I pick it up.
Huh?
Just set it in my hands and I look for a button.
No button.
Move. Hey, how does this work? What is this?
No, don't ask me. I just sell the things.
Who gave this to you?
Strange fella. Don't really remember. Can't really remember where I got any of these things. It's been so long.
How much for this?
Are you gonna be upset if I like look at this for a minute
Look to your heart's content, friend.
with magic?
That one. 5 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. Thanks.
I'm
Very well.
with my
I
weird
hand him 5 gold pieces.
All right.
with my smoky ball.
So, write down, Robert, write down a mechanical spider.
My smoky ball I'm gonna use detect magic.
Okay. Were you doing the same thing?
Oh, I have that spell.
Okay, so what are you doing? with it?
I'm just gonna Arcana it, I guess.
Okay.
See what I do. It's hard to read. 7.
Total 7? Nothing magical about this. I mean, it's a feather. It seems like a normal feather. It might have come from, maybe an extravagant creature, or, a magical creature itself. So it maybe could be used in Arcana, as a resource component.
Would
or
I
something.
recognize it as that then?
No, I mean, it's not like, it doesn't scream that or anything, but it could maybe be used at it. It's just a really pretty feather.
Yeah, okay.
Do you use Arcana to like also detect magic or something?
You use Arcana. You can't detect if there's magic with Arcana. You can use Arcana to kind of see, like, if there's runes and stuff on it, you can be like, oh, I kind of understand what that is. And so, like, looking at this, you'd be like, oh, yeah, maybe it's got magical properties or something, but there's no way of actually telling unless you cast detect magic on something.
Like what I did.
This has no magical essence on it.
Smoky wall. Hey, sir. You didn't detect magic on this?
Oh.
It
I didn't
lasts for a while.
say I did. Yeah, it does last for a while. I did want to go over. So you guys hit level 2, sitting at the bar. Okay. So you get your HP, your additional HP on your level. Did you get healed back to full after your fight, or were you still missing some? It should have been written on if it was.
There wasn't anything written down.
Well, I know it's low levels, but just make sure that you guys write down your health, because that's like when we go to the next session, you're not going to remember what health you were at. Because you would just get the additional 10 to your level.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to say that you were like 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it was 8.
Because I think you did a cure wound or something. So right now you're at 18.
Yeah.
Okay. You also don't get your spell slots back because you have to finish a long rest to get your spell slots. So
Yes.
you have used you have used 2 first level spell slots.
Yes.
Meaning you have 1 left.
Yes.
Robert, I didn't have any spell slots for you, so you're all good. You haven't cast any spells. And same thing for you as well. You do your detect magic, focusing on the spider-looking thing. No magic coming from it.
I look around.
Wait, it doesn't have magic, but it moves?
It's got like a faint magic aura, but it's not imbued with any like spell or anything.
There's no
like that.
enchantments or anything on it.
Yeah. Same thing with your glass, with the glass orb as well.
So there's like a magical property, but it's not like magic.
Yeah.
I take the feather and I hold it around his face.
You can just look at it. It doesn't need to be near me.
Yeah,
I
that-
do it anyway.
That one has none.
Yeah, I bite it.
You put it into your backpack,
Yeah.
and the second it gets into the lip of your backpack and like is like down in there, you start to feel in your back like these legs moving around, like it's crawling and stuff like that. It's just like non-stop, just like moving and like tinkering and like
Alright, I pull it out of my
it
backpack
stops moving.
and I put it on my shoulder.
Just sits there.
Okay.
Did I?
It's
did
probably
I,
gonna fall off.
Did I see
Really?
that? Did I
Oh.
see all that?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys saw his backpack like moving and
Why don't
crawling
you just
and
put that back in there?
Oh, alright. I put it back in my backpack.
it starts moving and crawling. And
Just. Do you
This
guys
is gonna
find
get
this
annoying.
thing? That it could be really cool. I don't know what's going
I
on.
don't know, but it's just constantly
But
moving.
wait. Just realize that
Screw
if
down, and I look for like a cloth belt or something that I can
if
wear
we bring
around
stuff
my
in your
waist.
backpack, we'll replace them. But
Alright, that's fine.
it could be really cool.
Alright. I feel like it's powered by the dark.
So you don't
The
find like a belt or anything.
Darkness.
You do find like a necklace that's made out of some this really heavy leather, and it's this like it's a deep purple leather that's like this necklace, and then you kind of follow trailing it down as it's hanging off the shelf, and you see this like huge, long, mummified purple finger hanging off the edge of the necklace.
You can use that for a few different things.
Just come to browse the shops. Is there anything else I might do for you?
I don't know, you got anything magical in here?
Well, everything is magical in here.
Oh my god.
What other services do you provide?
Selling my trinkets.
Information.
Other services.
That is about all.
Okay.
Have you seen a guy come in here? Maybe he has reddish blonde hair, blue coat.
I
She's
Floon!
She's a sword.
Can't really fully remember.
How much for this crazy smoky ball?
2 gold pieces.
Will 3 gold pieces refresh your memory? I take a lot in front of them.
Perhaps.
Alright. How about 2?
What? How? What?
I don't believe
I slap your hand.
Learn the art of haggling, my friend.
You said maybe. If I give you 3 and you give me no information, then what good does that do me?
Why would you offer me less than the information about?
Because I'll give you the 3 if you give me even a little bit of information. Hell, might even give you 6. I don't know, depends on how much information you give me.
Well, why don't you give me some coin and we'll see what I remember.
You know what? Alright.
He's being really
here's
generous
3.
with you right now.
I give him 3.
You give him 3?
I give him 3.
I think I saw him a couple nights ago.
Couple nights ago.
Yep.
Did you see him with anyone?
Maybe. Anything else meet your fancy?
I pull 10 gold out, slam it on the table, and say, I'm taking this feather with me, but you're gonna tell me everything you know about that guy.
Roll intimidation.
I back him up on that.
How?
I need
What do you do to
I
back
need
him
my
up?
gold
I stayed right behind him and just gave him a firm look.
Okay.
I need my gold pieces. I forgot to write down my gold pieces.
Do you get advantage or
Pieces?
do you...
No, I just I got 7.
You go places.
No, this is the second. This is. I'm not no name Earth.
Wait, can I
Sorry.
roll my
No
intimidation
need.
then?
No,
No.
No name.
What? Because you should have done something like if you had done something or added something intimidating, then yes, he totally would have gotten.
Give him a mean look.
After totally fumbling a haggle.
Yeah.
And then just going afterwards. He gives no fucks.
I was in his face.
And remember the way I presented it. Like, yeah, I rolled a 7, by the way. Yes, I rolled a 7. But that was a really convincing argument, and it was a lot of gold.
Well, since the feather's only worth about a gold piece anyways, I think that's fair.
That's what I figured. It's already on.
10 gold pieces. He kind of shuffles it away. He starts kind of taking a big long puff from his pipe. And he just like kind of sinks down and hovers over the counter. He sits there and thinking about it, and
He goes on to say, there once was a man from Nantucket.
I do believe I saw 2 men a few nights ago. They were walking up the street and seemed to find themselves some trouble. I believe the second one of them, if the other was your friend you're looking for, was Raynar Neverember. He's a fancy one. The son of the last open lord of Waterdeep.
That's not the guy that we were just talking to. What was the other guy we were talking to? The one that sent us on this quest in the first place.
Volothamp is who we're looking for, and Floon is who sent us on the mission.
No, we're looking for Floon, and Volothamp sent us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
So wait a second. You're saying that Raynar?
Raynar Neverember.
Well, yeah, I knew that part. That part was the part that surprised me. What? That's all that happened. They just walked past.
They found themselves some trouble. They were jumped by a group of skeevious-looking men. I'm not really sure. They bags thrown over their heads and carried off into the night.
Any description on the people who bagged its head?
I couldn't see. It was dark, and they wore dark leathers and hoods.
What was the other gentleman's name that was?
I'm not sure, but he met you. Oh, the other Raynar Neverember.
it's
Raynar never.
R-A-E. Let's find it real quick.
Raynar never remember. Just gotta move that.
R-E-N. Sorry.
Rainier?
Yeah, Rainier. R-E-N-A-E-R. Never Ember is his last name.
Would my character have basic knowledge enough to know?
All of you guys would pretty much have basic knowledge of Neverember anyways. The last open lord of Waterdeep, Lord Neverember, was the ruler, the high ruler of this area. So the open lord is succeeded by masked lords who remain, their identities remain hidden, and so they make decisions for the city. While Lord Neverember was away to Neverwinter, he was voted out. There was a lot of suspicion that he had been doing, bad things, abusing his power and that kind of stuff. And he was voted out of Open Lord and essentially exiled from Waterdeep. His son, Raynar Neverember, is the one that Zoblad saw walking with Floon, apparently. Raynar is still on good terms with a lot of people here, and he's known to not really be a fan of his father.
Okay, so does anybody but us... Have you told anybody about that at all, besides us?
About the friends walking that I saw get jumped? No, not really, no. Tends to happen.
I mean, it doesn't... You're not at all worried about the Neverember?
Never ender?
Not my business to meddle. Not much that I can do anyways.
I mean, at least, warning somebody that, could...
It's a big city.
I don't know.
It's like warning someone in San Francisco that they might get mugged.
That, one of the royal family just got mugged. Yeah.
He's no longer the royal family.
Yeah. I understand that.
See, so it does not. He's just another guy.
I mean, is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Jump
Which way did they go? Jump by 5 others.
By 5.
Yes.
Oh.
Coffee? Which way did they go?
No, my coffee. Go away.
They went off into one of the alleys following north a bit.
Did this all happen in front of your shop?
It was a little bit down. I could peer around the edge of my window and see.
Which you guys turn and look. and he's got 2 front windows, on each side of the door. The left window has this huge stuffed beholder in it that's also giant purple, and then the right window, you can kind of see from where he's sitting, he has a view that's kind of looking down a few alleys where the Skewered Dragon alleyway comes out, maybe about 2 alleyways up. You can see like that alleyway entrance and just like almost the exit from the Skewered Dragon. So you probably had a decent view, at least, of them turning the corner and starting to walk up the street.
Just put that
Let's grab it.
Are you all finished here?
Nope.
Are you still shopping?
I was waiting for you guys to be done. I want to buy this, and I give them 2 gold for my smoky bowl.
Very well.
Spencer, when we were talking about the cloak, my character knows of the cloak. That like cloak that moves when you want it to with the wind.
I mean, maybe, yeah. It could be found easily.
Well, I don't remember. Was there an instance where I chose between that or a different thing?
No.
Oh, okay. I think you were just telling me about
Yeah,
it.
it's just like
so my
showed
character
you.
wouldn't have any motivation to ask about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I was going to ask the guy if we had.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not to say that your character might not just randomly come up with the idea of like, oh, hey, this would be a really cool idea, and just start asking about it. You can do that at any point, but yeah.
Okay, I have this idea. Can I ask him about it?
Sure.
Okay. What was the club called again?
Dick fuck?
I don't remember what that club
You have a random idea. What is your idea?
I want a cloak that moves when I want it to, with the wind, essentially.
That sounds like a lovely idea. Unfortunately, not that I know of, I don't have one of those in stock.
Okay. I forgot how to roleplay for a moment. Sorry.
Do you have a loincloth?
I'm sure I can find some tattered cloth in the back for you if you'd really like, yes.
I think it would look good under my dress.
He kind of looked at.
Your robes?
Yes.
Look, one moment, yes.
And he kind of hops down from this like comfy seat and this giant purple pillow that's sitting on top of the counter, and he goes around behind the door and you kind of hear some shuffling and stuff, and yeah, he comes back with like just like this like old like tattered like it's like a potato sack, but it's like a deep purple potato sack, and he just like rips it up a little bit, and he's like,
What'll this do?
I think so.
5 gold.
2 gold.
Really?
The finest curiosities in all of the shop.
It's not gonna work.
Okay.
Already?
Oh no, that's my
Yes.
alarm.
Very well.
he hands it over to you.
Scared me.
So what is my smoky ball called?
Smoky bowl.
Nice.
What's my feather ball?
Feather.
I see you're puffing on a fine pipe there.
Yes, I've had it with me for many years.
Good smoke?
It is my favorite.
Do
Of
any-
lavender scent.
Do anything to the mind?
No, other than calm.
Have anything that does anything to the mind?
Seem to be asking the wrong person, friend, but I'm sure you can find
Are you
something in
asking
these
for crack cocaine?
dark alleys.
No, I'm not. Oh, thanks.
Anything else then?
No.
Are we all done? I can't remember how to roleplay. We all done here?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done here.
Well, thank you for your time and information.
Yes, thank you for your coin.
You're welcome.
Alright, Z. See you later.
Travel well.
It's a boopity doopity.
And you guys exit the shop and walk back out onto the street.
Hey, so you said they went into some dark alleyways.
You just made me spend 10 gold on information when you could have easily gotten it for 5.
You mean 3?
No, you could have easily gotten it for 5. 2 more gold
You
would have
gave
been all you
him
needed.
3.
Gave him 3.
You should have given him 5.
Okay, well, enough.
Why'd you take back your offer?
Yeah, why did you go? Okay.
I was trying to be persuasive.
That's not being persuasive by
That's
being
persuading
the
someone to
opposite
not
of
take your offer.
persuasive.
I can persuade people very easily.
Continuing on, where should we go from here?
Well, you said they took him into a dark alleyway.
There's lots of those.
I'm aware. But we're also looking for a symbol of a snake on the door. I feel it would be in the back.
What's the name of the street that we're supposed to look on? I'm just gonna write shit down.
Everyone should know.
I think we should also try to capitalize on the fact that
Candle Lane?
one of the Never Embers.
What?
Candle Lane.
Candle Lane. Do we know where Candle Lane is?
You guys have an idea where Candle Lane is, yeah?
I think we should try to capitalize on the fact that one of the Never Embers is now kidnapped, apparently.
Well, okay.
In a way that benefits us, as in, like, we should, like...
If we can find him, we may be able to find Loon.
Floon.
Balloon?
I mean, if we find Floon, we find him.
Well, both.
What
So
I
may...
Both.
I just feel that's the philosophy we should adopt, is that we're looking for Floon, but if we find this guy, then we should ransom him back to his family or something.
Yeah.
But he's not royalty
No,
anymore.
you can't do that.
Yeah, no.
What?
that's-
I'm chaotic good. I can't do that.
Yeah, what's wrong with
What is chaotic good?
Chaotic good is meaning that my father will devour us against the law.
My belief...
It's a weird way of describing it.
Can we focus on finding them first before we come up with the idea of what
Yeah.
to do with them?
We're gonna look.
I mean, we already have
we're
the idea
gonna
of
look-
ransom
look-
him back to his family.
We're
don't all
gonna
agree
look
yet.
for the guy we're getting paid to look for first. And
Yeah.
if we happen to find this guy, then we'll figure out what to do then.
Okay, that sounds good.
So just on that plan right there, you know that he is not a fan of his father, and his father is not a fan of him, and his mother is not around. She passed away during his birth.
I mean,
So
there's no one that wants to pay money for them.
His dad would be like,
unless
sucks
it's
for
to
you.
kill them.
His dad might be the one that paid to kidnap him.
We could pay his dad. We could have his dad pay us to let him stay in kidnap.
Or we can,
What?
Or what we do is we tell the father that we're gonna kill him if he doesn't. No, that we're letting.
No, we want the father to
No,
kill
no,
him.
no, exactly. So we'll be like, hey, we'll let him live. Damn it.
We'll make sure he survives.
Yeah, and then we'll
Go
kill him.
against my
We'll
religion.
kill him. We'll kill him if he.
No, we
makes.
don't kill him.
Do you guys like? Are you saying anything to him?
I'm gonna be like, we should not kill that person because he's the right
If you,
one.
if you
what I'm
guys
saying.
are gonna
We
do
shouldn't
this, I
kill
can
him.
no longer be your
Hey,
friend.
no, wait, you didn't let me finish. We're not actually gonna kill him. We're just gonna make the father
No,
think.
no.
Still-
Hold on, please. Realize that he's the only one that is suggesting anyone should kill him.
Yeah, no one should even
No,
suggest
I'm not.
killing
You're
anyone.
not
He is the
listening to me.
asshole.
But you created the storyline
We
that
should
brought
definitely-
him to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not my fault, man. Like, I don't have any control over this guy's head.
Where's Candlestick? What time of night is it?
It is now the 17th of chess. It was just the first bell of the night.
Okay.
So it's about 1 o'clock, a little past 1 o'clock in the morning.
I
Okay.
stick my head back into the shop.
I think we should
and I
let's
nod
rest.
to the dude. Hey,
Yeah.
where's Candlestick Lane?
Candle Lane?
I feel like this is a
Candle
perfect time to
Candle.
I know not Candlestick Lane, but
Candle
Candle
Lane.
Lane.
Okay, Candle Lane.
Yes, Candle Lane. I believe it's about 3 blocks up, and if you follow the alley down that way, you should come across Candle Lane.
I feel like tonight's a good night to go be looking
Thank you.
instead of going back and
Enjoy your
listening.
night.
We've already done so much tonight.
I'm just saying there's probably
We could
less.
do
I've already been in a fight tonight.
I'm saying there's less activity by these people.
There's gonna
in
be
the
more
daytime.
activity.
By
Would you
people
like to
with-
go
back and then we'll
Like, I need to
and
heal.
then-
Spencer.
And get my spells back. I have like 1 spell left.
So it does take a long rest to get your spells back. You
Yeah.
can short rest to get your health back. There is way less activity at night. During the day, there's a shit ton of activity.
Dude, shut up.
It's a city.
Yeah, I'm saying by these people. I'm sure these people don't just walk around. in the
Yeah, but then we
day.
could just walk around to people who might know more instead of looking for skeevy people
Easier
that
to
will
find
probably try and
answers
kill us.
when there's people.
Knowing roguish guilds and stuff like that, which you guys would be very familiar with, and that kind of stuff, they are best if you're hunting down someone of roguish type. If you're looking for them specifically, if you guys just want information, yeah, they're not going to be the ones to find information. If you're looking for those people, it's probably best to go at night. That's when they're going to be active. Rogue guilds are active at
Yes,
night in
but
shadows.
what good am I right now?
That's fine. I agree with that. You're no good to us right now.
Exactly.
A light-skinned elf walks up to
Whoa!
you and says,
Whoa!
I think we can figure out how to deal with the situation.
Who the fuck is this light-skinned elf bitch?
I would also just like to remind, if you guys don't have them written down, that you two still have healing potions. Oh no, you used yours. And you used yours in that
I
beginning.
have one healing.
You do have one? Okay, alright, I thought you had used yours in the intro session, so you should have one too as
Who's
well.
the light-skinned Who's light skin, huh?
It's me.
So yeah, you see a somewhat familiar looking elf, but it's really off because describe yourself.
I'm literally I changed my skin.
Okay, so you're the exact same, but you're just a light skin. Yeah, looking more like moon elf, or
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, much paler skin, and then your hair would go blonde or black.
Probably blonde.
So I vote that we're not gonna fucking solve this tonight.
I think we can solve this tonight.
I'm 100% positive.
Okay, so this is the point now where we're at a tiebreaker. Robert, what would you like to do?
Dane, quick sign.
I want to know, because I didn't hear your reasons to why.
I can't do anything.
What can you not do?
I'm out of spells.
You have one spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would do a lot of good.
If it will please Dane, we'll just go back for the night.
You choose. You're group leader, so it's a tiebreaker. You get to choose what they want to do. Don't think about it as far as
We're gonna go back and rest for the night.
Okay.
I think that is a good idea.
Me too.
I just feel like your argument isn't exactly as valid as you feel like it is.
Why?
You have one spell slot and that's
One.
enough. That's
For
enough
what?
to heal
cantrips.
somebody. And you've got what? Don't you have a healing cantrip?
No.
No healing. There's no healing cantrips.
Wasn't it like there was a healing cantrip?
I can cast
The one
Light,
that's broken.
Sacred Flame, Spare the Dying, and Thaumaturgy. Those are all my cantrips.
Okay.
Basic
that-
damages and then random things.
You're
Other
still
than that, if we
useful.
get into a fight, I can save one person from dying sooner.
That should be all we need though. Like typically.
Are you sure?
I mean, look at the past.
I'm 100% not sure.
As well as I'm pretty sure he's taking some damage from those hits from Silver.
I mean, I still have 18 out of 20.
Oh god.
Well, no, didn't you heal?
Yeah, to 18 out of 20.
Yeah, so he had taken damage in the fist fight.
Like now
And
I
he
have
got-
18.
He got healed some health, and we decided that it was 8 that he got healed back up to. And then going up the level, you got the new HP
But he
from
didn't
that level,
heal.
but you
from-
don't heal fully. Yeah. You guys hadn't taken any damage, so he's
haven't
at 18 out of
rested.
20.
Where are we?
But he's short rested.
Yeah, we had
short
a
rest.
short rest.
But he didn't roll any hit dice. If you want to say you have rolled some hit dice, and you guys haven't done anything yet, you can totally have rolled one of your hit dice.
And
So-
don't you out of game? Don't you gain your spells over short rest?
I don't
No.
think clerics do. I think clerics only get them on
Long rest.
Maybe not. Let's double
No, I'm pretty sure it's long rest.
I thought that they were the other one. It was warlocks and clerics. That's why they're so effective, is because they can just like hang out for an hour, and then all of a sudden we're back to good, and we're just like we're out fighting.
Clerics pray or something? Like you just sit and pray for like a short rest?
That's not clear.
Let's see.
That might be a higher level cleric thing.
Yeah.
No, cleric.
But-
you regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who is the other?
I don't
one?
think there is another one.
There is. There is one other.
Anyway,
Might be paladins.
where are we staying?
Because paladins don't have very many spell slots.
Where are we staying? Do we have a hotel?
Yeah, the place we've been staying. The yawning portal.
Well, then
They
before-
haven't been staying.
Oh, well.
If we're gonna
fair
put this off until tomorrow, then I say
Okay,
we at
well-
least go look for one more shop, like an actual magic shop instead of like a dinky curiosity shop.
enough. Like close to dawn? Why?
It's like, isn't it?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Most shops are closed.
Yeah.
Dawn's in
What's gonna be open?
6 hours.
No.
So what's the plan?
We go to
Back
that.
to the hotel.
Okay.
Back to the yawning portal?
Back to the yawning
It's not a
portal.
hotel, it's a bar.
Okay,
Bar.
is Kendall Lane in the direction heading back?
General, it's a little
I think
off.
we could make a roundabout way and
Could we
take a
walk
quick look at it.
down Kendall Lane at least?
But not act on anything.
I'm not saying we're acting on anything.
You're trying to like solve this
Just
shit
check
tonight.
things out.
No, are you serious? I
Hey,
just
hey,
said we're going back to the room.
easy.
I'm just saying from earlier.
Easy.
It was earlier. I changed my mind already.
Okay. I agree with that.
We're gonna walk down Candle Lane as we go back.
Just looking for a
Just
symbol and then.
Spotting
No
stuff out.
buying!
Just spotting stuff out.
You get one action figure!
One toy and that's it. Make sure you look everywhere before you decide.
Okay.
You have
Game plan?
up.
Game plan.
Alright. So you guys start heading off towards yawning portal, generally the Candle Lane area, and then it's a little bit of a side vert, but it's not like a long trip or anything like that. So yeah, you guys start heading towards who's kind of directing the path.
The leader.
Well, I got the directions that you guys didn't hear, so I lead.
Okay, that's fair.
Survival.
With advantage, he told me where it was.
As well as, can I do a perception check that as we're walking to look for symbols like anywhere, like on a building or like.
Just the entire time you're walking, or once you
Yes.
get on Candle Lane?
Actually, the entire time we're walking.
15.
Okay.
6.
Don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, there's symbols for like like shop signs and like
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Will I
but-
be able to roll again to
Nope.
look again, or is that the
Too late.
I mean, as you're walking there, that's
you're
your
looking
roll.
over
yeah.
another area.
time.
So you remember the directions well, and you're able to kind of heading towards the yawning portal, vert your path off a little bit, and eventually you come across Candle Lane. You see that it is a dark lane. It is. Let's see here.
Now that I'm a high elf, what does do I notice that I glow or anything in the night? Is there anything that I would note that's kind of
No, there's nothing really like out of the ordinary to you. Yeah,
I just kind of giggle to myself like stupid white skin elves.
God damn it. Alright, let's see here. You guys, you turn down Candle Lane. It is a dark alleyway. You can see that most of the streetlights, the glasses have been broken off of it. There is one single lantern about halfway down the alleyway that is still lit. It just smells terribly. Once you're still in the dock ward, so you just kind of have that like dirty smell of almost manure and sewage and seawater and all this kind of stuff. It is not a high-end area, but you guys are standing at the edge of Candle Lane. You guys start walking down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just perusing?
Just a quick scope.
Would I remember where we came from, being that I led us here?
Never.
Like, what do you mean?
Like
the shop? The Zolblad shop?
The Zolblad shop is also, if we were to go directly towards Zolblad shop, we should also go back towards the
Yawning Portal?
No,
right? Zolblad shop's that way, Yawning Portal's that way. You're kind of in between the two.
Okay,
That's
so we
why
are
I
making an
asked.
actual...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I asked if it was on the way, so we're not like going away from home
Yeah.
to go back.
Do I know where the Yawning Portal is from here then? Would I remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys know this. You guys know the area where you're going to. The Yawning Portal is in the castle ward. It's on the very edge of the castle ward. So you guys were like right in this general area for the Skewered Dragon, and the Yawning Portal's up here. So you came up a little bit, and you're like off to the side right here somewhere. And then Yawning Portal's still.
I got
here.
15.
So I'm gonna
15.
basically just focus on like keeping an eye out for any kind of people or threats.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna also direct us while they pay attention.
So let's just go round table perceptions then, Dane. Sark got a 15.
15. Ooh.
Nice curtain. by the way.
Don't make me put you away.
Put it away.
6.
How much was it?
6. Like
It's the
40
second
bucks or something like that.
Yeah, twice.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, dude.
Oh, hi all.
You get the kitty?
No.
Oh, how come?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Angel was busy.
Okay. There's lots of food if you're hungry.
Perception. Why do I feel
Intelligence
stupid?
or wisdom.
It's so good.
Let's
The
do.
Kung Pao chicken is pretty spicy though. So
Not as good
19.
as mine.
19. Okay, so 15,
Are you gonna
19,
cook for
6,
us?
and what was yours?
Is it perception?
Way to
Yeah.
go.
3.
3. Okay. So the two of you walking down, you don't notice much, even with having dark vision. You don't really notice much. There's no activity or anything like that. You guys are kind of sweeping left and right, pretty quick, and nothing really catches your eye. The two of you are also peering around. You don't have dark vision, so it's a little harder for you to see coming down this dark alleyway. As you enter the light of the single lit street light, you're kind of looking off to one side, and you do notice down kind of back between two houses, you can see that there's a little walkway, and you can see lights on, or some light coming from some windows of this just shanty-looking warehouse.
Like through the cracks.
Peering kind of down that alleyway, you do see that there is this yellow snake kind of printed right above the handle of the door. And it's just barely visible in the light. From like standing on the alleyway, you can barely just see this snake.
Hey, guys.
There's
I think I found it.
Which way?
Independent.
Point my
I
eyes.
responded.
Down this alley over here.
That's fine. Let's keep going.
Okay. So we have an idea.
So-
of
So we
location.
know.
I
mark
look
the
around.
location.
I look around and find any stores kind of thing
Landmarks.
to like.
Something to like a place marker.
A lot of the stuff here is coming in the middle of this
Everything kinda
alleyway.
looks the
Yeah,
same.
it's like run down, and yeah, it's difficult to see, where exactly. There's no real place markers, other than the fact that this is the lit lantern.
Are there any other lanterns? Or just
There's lots of lanterns. Yeah.
Thick. I mean, I guess we could just kind of like.
Is there a way that I can maybe find a rock on the ground or something and scratch a mark on the side of the wall
here,
of the alley or
here,
something?
Here, I reach in a backpack. I grab a piece of chalk and hand it to him.
You have chalk.
I have chalk.
Do I notice them doing this?
I bought random
Okay.
things.
Mark
I
the
really
like,
highly recommend not touching anything. Do not mark anything. People will know it. People are watching us right now. We need to get the fuck out of here immediately.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. We're probably
Okay,
being watched.
fucking paranoid pansy.
Wait.
If I were in charge of a secret organization, I would be watching me right now.
Okay, so when we leave, as soon as we break into another alley, put a mark outside.
How
of the
about we
alley.
just try to remember? We'll call it good.
Okay.
Okay.
I will start walking,
Well-
hoping that people follow.
I'm
So
gonna follow.
I follow.
I'm gonna count the blocks until we get to the next street.
It's mud.
You're
Like notice or like.
well, you're just in
sign.
an alleyway right now. You're just in the middle of.
Well, we're off of Kendall Lane.
Yeah, you're off of Candle
So
Lane.
I'm gonna
stepped off
count
of
that
Kendall Lane?
alley.
You stepped off of Candle Lane through this alley. Yeah.
Damn.
So we're gonna go back on Candle Lane,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna count the alleys till we get to the next
Till our turn.
like street named street.
Yeah. Okay. So you just know which alley to turn down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least I know how many alleys down it is from said street.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So you start walking up and then like keep track of it. It's probably like four alleys down before you turn and start heading on a north-south main road, heading back towards the yawning portal.
As we walk, I want to bring something up.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to remind you guys that we were sent out with the hopes that we would take care of this thing immediately, and I know that we've already decided that we're heading back to the yawning portal, but it would be logical to assume that we are significantly decreasing the chances that this guy's going to be alive by the time we get there.
I just don't see what we could do tonight.
Kill people
How?
with our fists, our swords.
And spells.
I'm 100% we'll all die.
Also, it's an action for you to put a healing potion in someone's mouth, and it's only a bonus action.
Healing potions for me.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? You guys are standing outside of the alleyway of this lane, and you've been talking very loudly.
Do I see the door with the fucking snake on it?
You gotta go back down into the alleyway.
I go back down the alleyway.
Okay, you just like clomping down, or?
I'm clomping down.
Right.
We're going.
After a very loud, heated argument at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I kick the fucking door down.
Oh my god! You just charge
I
up.
fucking charge it.
That was the complete opposite of what we were trying to do.
It's not.
It's not.
It's fine.
You completely misunderstood
To come from an outside point, he was just trying to put down some information of why he was explaining his side. I totally agree with you on that. That's how I saw that. So
I legitimately was not trying to cause this much of a hassle.
No, we're doing it. Let's see, it was prepared. We were meant to do this.
It is because we were gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah, great. I'm blasting the door open. We're in. We're doing this.
Have a story. This is how you like a party, dude. This is how you
This
like
is
a
how
party.
your future telling comes true. This is how.
So the gates on the right hand side. Yep, you guys are right on that.
Is my character? Yes. Is he? Who is he?
That one that you just moved. Yeah. So yeah, you see this wooden gate. You can see that on the doorway over here, because you guys were kind of standing. The road was over this way, kind of coming through this alleyway. You can see the lights shining on a little bit, and there is this little yellow snake printed on above the doorway.
They probably already heard us from our yelling outside, so why fucking belay the inevitable?
He actually stomped down the door.
So you just like push on through
I'm
the
just
gate.
gonna like open the door.
Okay.
See shit. What do I see?
So yeah, you see there's a few second story lights or windows where a little bit of light is emanating out from.
Garbage.
Not a lot. There's a pile of like refuse and wood and all that kind of stuff.
Is that a door? Or is that
You see one door, two doors, and then a large like warehouse door.
I'm gonna go check that door.
Okay. You walk on up to that door. What's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm going
Following.
to walk up to this.
So whenever I bring out maps and stuff like that, because we're gonna have a lot of, we've never really done full dungeon crawls. So whenever like maps and stuff like that come out, do kind of go like essentially we're in initiative, just moving your movement and doing that kind of thing, and let me know what you're doing. Don't just go all over the place, because there's gonna constantly be stuff happening, especially when we get into actual dungeon crawls. Yeah.
By the way, I'm not actually upset. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So you guys still just standing at the gate?
I just figured, like, in game we've already been arguing,
Where do
so
you wanna
like
go?
they probably already know we're here.
I didn't really see it as us arguing that loudly.
He said it was loud.
I just
In
saw
the heat, that's what
You
he
guys
said.
started getting pretty loud.
Yeah.
So if you guys get loud, you
I
get
mean,
loud.
I just think that they both had valid points.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Kyle, where do you want
I
to
said
go?
that I followed. Dane.
Nobody follows the sorcerer.
I checked the door. Door open. Is it closed?
Yes, it is closed.
Okay.
And it's
Check your
locked.
door.
That's what the...
Check your door.
I checked the door to see if it's unlocked. Oh, it's
I'm
unlocked.
gonna walk over to the big barn door and see if it opens.
There's like two handles on the side of it. You reach up and try and give a tug. It doesn't move.
Okay.
This door's open.
Whisper.
I
I
whispered.
thought you said that was locked.
No, it's locked.
It's locked.
Oh, it's locked?
I said it was locked.
Okay. I didn't
I'm gonna
hear
go
that.
back over to this door.
Well, not moving. Yeah, it's
I
locked.
didn't know that was locked.
I'm gonna pull out my mace and I'm gonna fucking slam the door handle.
We could not.
The handle?
Yeah, the handle.
We could.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
We could not.
Hey,
As he's pulling out your mace,
Stop him.
we could not.
I am knocking.
That is a very typical half-orc knock, actually. That's right.
I'm just going full. I'm like letting my orc out right now. 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 to hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I cast false life on myself.
Okay.
I walk back over to this door where they are about
Okay.
to bust through.
5 damage.
5 damage. You like just smash down. The door handle doesn't break off completely, but it does kind of like come out of the socket a little bit, and it's just like hanging down. Like
Another swing.
go for
Just
it.
kick it
Yeah.
open
I
now.
got 8 HP.
8 HP. All right.
Dude, I have so
10.
much. 28 right now?
10.
10. All right. Damage.
4,
much
5,
HP do you
6
have?
damage.
Just blast the rest of the door handle off. It just hits the ground with a
Rip
clatter.
the door open.
He's 9.
Go roll strength check.
Total?
Yeah.
What?
I'm still level 1.
Yeah, he's still level 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
12.
Somebody's
Well,
gonna
alright,
die.
so you bash the door handle
Yeah.
off, you kind of
I'll
give
do
yourself
that
a
way.
nod,
Got 20.
and you just lurch back, lift your foot up, and just kick in the door. The door swings open.
I walk through the door.
I pull
Let
out
me check on
my,
last.
I pull out my shield and my battle axe and walk up next to him.
Okay, so go ahead and move to where you guys are moving. Just go ahead and move yourselves inside the doorway there a little
Should I
bit.
perception check?
No, you're good for the moment.
Okay.
So, tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed around across the floor. There's corpses of a dozen men that lie along the walls, their rapiers and daggers lying nearby on the ground. On the north side of the area, there's stairs that rise up to the open level.
Do we recognize any of the corpses?
I mean, from the distance, no, you have to go up and see.
What's that
So
one?
there's like some on this
we're not
wall,
gonna
there's
spend too
some
much
on the
time
ground
on
over
corpses.
here.
The corpses aren't going anywhere. We're going upstairs.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Does Shield of Faith follow whoever I cast it on?
What do you?
It says a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. So it follows?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your AC? 15, what's your AC?
16.
Although you're kind of more of our tank.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just think
16
he
and-
has less health than me. I have 16, but my AC is 11.
That's right, you're still level 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on you.
So you get +2 to your AC.
I'm going to just book it upstairs.
Go ahead and move your guy wherever you're moving.
Where's the stairs?
I'm gonna
Is that
just
the stairs?
fucking
I thought
plow
it was a
through these
conveyor belt.
barrels.
Was that less than 30?
Yes.
You can say you guys move your movement.
Sorry, 1, 2,
Oh.
5, 10, right here.
Yeah, I only wanted to go at 25.
Oh, was that only 25?
For me, it was, because I was...
Yeah, that's 30 for me.
So you start barreling through, just pushing shit aside.
Yeah.
You guys are walking right behind.
I'm just letting
I
the
have
rage
snow
within seep out.
I've had Witchbolt. I like said it as we were like.
I
going
never
through the-
heard you say anything.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, of
either.
course. Nobody's.
Yeah.
paying
Also,
attention.
you can't hold a spell for that
It doesn't
long.
work
Yeah.
that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You have your second to cast it. If you're holding something, like if it's an initiative,
Yeah.
and say like you're the very first one, right? And you're like, I'm holding my spell for the second this thing happens, right?
Oh, okay.
If
yeah.
you hold it for that happen and it doesn't happen, you lose that spell.
It's like Harry Potter. You don't see them like cast a spell and then hold it and then walk around and go, "Ah!"
yeah. So you can't just stay there and just be like, oh, I'm sitting there waiting for it, like because it just doesn't work like that. So as you guys start pushing through, there's
I'm also basically going to do the exact same things he's doing. I'm like watching him and using my shield to kind of like bully my way through objects and stuff.
yeah, just start pushing through things.
I want to appear as though I'm also big, angry, and upset like he is.
I'm going full orc right
Kind
now.
of as an intimidation sort of deal.
So yeah, you can see this lower area. There's not much light. The most light is coming from upstairs. There's a few candles that are lit, and like a chandelier on the top of the warehouse.
Dark vision doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's kind of low light here, and it doesn't matter for some people though. So as you guys start pushing through all these boxes and stuff, you see a sudden shift in shadows, and you take a dagger to the leg. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, suck a dick guy. What's the damage?
Also, who's in the back there? That is Walker. Walker, Evander, you see another shadow kind of appear behind you, but you quickly turn and face and dodge as a dagger just comes stabbing in from your side.
20 for my initiative.
Okay.
I can't use that dice anymore.
So,
I'll never roll that high.
Sark was 20 to 15, 15 to 10,
I believe I was 10.
10 to 5.
7.
4.
Okay.
Wow, look at that. It's the actual like.
Almost. It's like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to go full orc and just start fucking on people, dude.
Will you
Do it.
place that person behind you, Walker?
God, Dane. Do we know what these creatures are? Are they creatures or are they?
They look like Kenku.
You do
Or do I
recognize, type of creatures. They are avian-like creatures known as kenku. They're like black raven-like creatures. One of them comes swinging around at you. You dodge out of the way. The other one comes around, makes contact with your leg with a short sword, actually, not a dagger, and you take 4 points of damage. It is then your turn.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay, it's right there in front of me. I'm gonna fucking blast it with my mace.
Okay.
Can't use that dice. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Hits.
Alright. Oh shit! 78!
8
points of damage?
Max damage.
Session, like a person should get this. I think Dane was using it last time, so I didn't figure I'd use it this time. And then like next session, we just trade off using it.
Bonus action, movement.
What? I don't need it. I mean, it's not needed. It's just like
no movement. I don't think I'm gonna use a bonus action. Let me see.
I do want to remind you too that you have an ability with your light as a reaction, Dane. You can impose disadvantage on people with attacks.
Oh.
It's on your very first page, and it is that one.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure it's that one anyways. No, maybe that's your disciple.
That's just my healing spells.
Where there's one other one that you got. It's something from your disciple of life that allows you to. You send off a flare of light. Oh wait, no, sorry. That is the fire one. That's the light.
I was gonna
light.
say my life things is
The +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Well, no, I can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level to any creatures within 30.
Oh, dude, your channel divinity is fucking dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just do an AOE burst heal.
And then there's
Sick.
also turn undead.
Alright, so that is your turn then. Alright, so these two creatures, they
remember
kind
that, and
of
that's
let
why I
out
was
this kind of like cawing sound, and then just leap into action. The one in front of you, Sark, is going to swing on you again, and he's going to hit with a 22, and is going to deal a total of 5 points of piercing damage to you. This one's going to jump on top of the box and take a swing at Morthos, rolling hot. 24 against your AC is going to deal 6 points of piercing damage.
Not good.
The one is going to, let's see. This guy's going to jump up on this box and he's going to like clatter across, coming over here towards Evander. So 2 swings on you, Evander. One, what's your AC again?
Right now it's 17.
17? Alright, dope. So one of them's going to miss with a 16, the other one's going to hit with a 20. So the one that hits is going to deal 6 points of piercing damage to you. That's all of their turns.
Wait, were you taking into account that you have 2 extra AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Nonomi, it is your turn.
Brutal.
That's 2/3 of
I
my
know.
HP.
I know.
First level.
There's no way that I could like displace him, like with his blessing, like switch squares we're in. I think there's a talent or a feat for that in like Pathfinder or something, but
Yeah, I mean, you can move through his square as long as he allows it, because you guys are both the same size, but you can't be in his square. Yeah, you can't stay in his square.
yeah, it's fucked.
Is it alright if I open that for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you have such low health points for a monk?
He's level 1.
He's level
I'm
1.
level 1.
Yeah.
I get D10s. I've got 28 total.
I get D8s.
I'm gonna. Is he on the box in this square or in this square?
That guy should be on that square.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually don't even have to move. I'm just gonna turn to him and swing with my battle axe.
Alright.
Jesus Christ! Every roll I've rolled has been below 10.
It's because it's not your dice.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucked. This is a 9.
9 does not hit.
9!
Bonus action.
9!
Movement.
No!
Is this bonusable with instant? So. That'd be 10 feet from me.
Yeah, 5'10".
18, 20, 21, 22, 24.
Is he 10 feet? Within 10 feet?
He's 15. He's 10.
He's 10.
You done?
Okay. So I can cast an instantaneous one action first level spell?
No, that's an action.
That's an action.
Yeah, you have a bonus action.
I have a bonus action. Okay, well, then I suppose I will just sit behind my shield.
Alright. I do, because you had mentioned, I want to bring it up real quick. When we did our troll fight, there's one point where you said I take a defensive, which that used to be a Pathfinder thing where you could take a defensive to...
That's not a thing.
No, it is a thing, actually. It's called a dodge action. So you take the dodge action, which anyone can do, you take your action. What it does is it gives you advantage on any dexterity saving throws if there is an AoE spell, and it also gives any attacker that does a single target attack disadvantage on their attack.
Oh.
So you can still do that.
Action?
No, that is an act. It is your
An
action.
action.
Yeah,
So
there
you're
might be
sacrificing
some.
your action.
There might be some fighter classes or feats or something that you can get to make that a bonus action, but typically it's just an action. All right, Morthos, it is your turn.
Point to the guy in front of me and just go, burn.
You have
And-
disadvantage with the spell.
What? I just point at him.
It's a spell. Is it a roll to attack and
No,
hit?
the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving
Hellish
throw.
rebuke.
That's a reaction.
Oh, well,
So you would have done it right when you got hit.
Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
You know where it says action,
I just
bonus
realized that,
action?
okay. First time playing sorcery. Alright, well, fuck.
Welcome. It's fun.
Yeah.
There's lots of cool
I
things.
didn't
in there.
realize that.
Music stopped.
I can't take a step backwards.
You can move through allies. As long as your allies allow it, you can move through allies.
Okay, well, if you don't mind, guys, I'm gonna move
I fucking mind, bro.
over 1, 2, and then would it be an action to climb up that box?
No, you can roll an out. You're gonna try and like jump up and climb on top of it.
Yeah.
Just roll an acrobatics.
Okay. I'm not gonna say that.
13.
13. Yeah, you're able to like hop yourself up on top of that quit it thing.
And then can I see him over?
Yeah, you'd be able to. I mean, Sark's a tall guy, tall half orc, but you'd be able to get a view of
I'm
him.
6'6", bro.
He is gonna swing an attack of opportunity though as you leave.
That's what I was gonna say,
no,
but I
no.
wasn't.
He does miss though. Swings with a 10 against your AC.
I still turn around and tell him to burn, but I do it with a chromatic orb.
Okay.
And I hurl a 4-inch diameter spirit energy at the creature. And see within range. I choose like what I want it to be, and I choose fire.
Okay.
And then
Why is
I
it
make a
20
ranged
minutes?
spell attack against the
20
target.
seconds.
Why is it 20 seconds?
So Michael,
Because that
someone
was
stopped it at 20
left.
seconds.
That's
8:44,
gonna
not
be
20
22 to
seconds.
hit.
Yeah, that is.
It takes 3d8.
I've actually been looking around for a time thing too. So.
I'm pretty neurotic about paying
It's gonna
attention.
take 11 points of fire.
That was my phone.
All right, this thing just bursts into flame. Yeah, starts squawking, freaking out.
That's
Oh, no, actually.
I'm then going to.
Put that on the one that wasn't from Morphos.
This one?
And
Yes.
the rest of my turn is just one. Just gonna go to the corner of this edge of this box.
Okay. The other two that you're near, close to, they're focused on their targets right now, so they don't even turn to swing on you. When we go to break, you need to pick a meta magic. Oh wait, no, you don't have to get that till third level. Sorry, you get, but you do have 2 sorcery points now,
Right.
so you can get spell slots back by spending sorcery points.
Yeah.
Do I get clerical points?
It's just a separate sorcerer thing. All right, Evder, it is your turn.
And is it when I roll
I guess.
spells, if I roll a 1, that you roll your D100?
I have you. Go ahead, just roll a d20.
What you gonna do, baby?
5.
5, so you're good. If you, anytime you cast a spell, I can have you roll a d20. If you roll a 1, I roll on the wild magic.
Are
you doing, Evder?
Your one-arm strike isn't that much different. Actually, your darts are your best, but I don't know how you go about using your darts.
I throw them.
Are they throwing darts?
Yeah, they're throwing darts.
Oh, cool. You can throw darts.
Yeah, but they're right next to you, so you have disadvantage.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna use my short sword.
Okay.
Do you have multi hits?
Not yet.
No, I'm
First
level
level.
1.
I know, but it's a monk. I don't know. I've never played a monk.
No, he gets flurry of blows really fast, but
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
level 2.
yeah, but everyone first level does. Everyone on level.
It's literally, it's right there. I'm waiting for it.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna strike on this guy with my short sword.
All right, you unsheath your sword and go for a swing.
Or wait, no, I'm gonna strike.
All right, definitely.
Because
Just going for it, steady yourself and just like throwing a punch.
I
at
get a
this guy.
+7.
Yeah. Yeah, being a monk,
Which is what you need.
most likely gonna want to go unarmed strike at the most.
15.
Yeah, that hits. Also, as you go up in monk levels, your unarmed strike is more and more devastating. You're able to do more damage with
That's
unarmed.
what I was telling you to use an unarmed strike. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you had used your short sword,
4 damage.
4 damage, right? So you give a good punch to this thing, kind of squawks, bounces back a little bit.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But is that all you want to do? All right, Sark, your turn.
I'm gonna. Can I bonus action give him my potion?
Like hand it to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably do that.
Because he's still in an adjacent.
Yeah, you could like toss it to him, kind of be like,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna bonus action just come like, hey, back!
toss it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And that's a 2d4 plus 2 when you use it.
You should have. Oh, you don't have a potion card, do you? I will get
I
you
do.
one. Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
It's just regular.
Yeah.
He needs it more than I do. And I am gonna. Sorry.
Be prepared. Know what you're doing.
Well, I want to experiment a little. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on
Alright.
this hoe.
You do have disadvantage because he is in close range. Any ranged spells like that you have, if they're right next to you, you have disadvantage.
That's fair.
attack.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my mason.
Alright.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
It's
Damn it, 3.
3 points damage. You come across with your mace, boosh, make a good solid hit with the side of this creature's face, and it knocks
Suck
you down
a dick!
unconscious. That's 1 down.
Which one did you take out?
That
This
one right
bad
there, yeah.
fuck.
Do you want to move or anything like that?
I'm just gonna.
The Kenku next to you is like smoldering. Still, parts of his feathers are burning and
Yeah.
on fire, and then there's the 2 behind you that you can kind of hear.
mine.
I'm just gonna. Oh shit!
Die.
15.
Okay. The one that was right here,
Yep.
he does see you go, and he's gonna try and real quickly swing out.
That's kind of what I was
and
hoping for
attack
to like
opportunity.
bring the attention away.
It is gonna swing for an 18 against your AC.
Hits.
All right, that's gonna be a total of rolled hot on that one. 8 points of piercing damage.
40 fuck boy.
So, like, as you turn, he just finds a seam in your armor, gets you right near the kidney, kind of in the back side. It's a deep cut. 8 points of piercing damage. All right, so it is there.
So guys, I'm just gonna hold this potion. So when I get knocked out, someone just comes over and just kind of pours it.
I mean, that's fair.
So this one kind of still squawking, just falls off the box, seemingly unconscious. Still it's kind of in between the two. It's still conscious, but it's fading real fast. So you can drop him prone on the ground right there. This one, kind of turning and seeing its ally like burning to the ground. Yeah, this one right here. He jumps over this box and he starts booking it for this door. So he gets right to the front of that door. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. This guy is going to take one last swing on Evander. Is going to hit with a 22. And is going to deal 5 points of piercing damage to you.
Good night.
You drop unconscious, fall to the ground, and that Kenku also turns and starts booking it for the door.
Alright.
You have an
They
attack
cannot
opportunity
keep
if you
space.
would like.
I would take
They
it.
can't
Go
use
for
the
it.
same space.
And that you're unconscious, so drop him prone. Thank you.
My channel divinity, is that a
17.
whole action?
Channel Divinity is an action, yeah. 17 hits.
17 hits. Okay, so a D8.
On who?
The Kenku that was running away, he had attack left.
The first one or the second one?
The second
Second
one.
one.
The one that struck
Oh, yeah.
Evander.
Wow, fucking seriously? 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Alright.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
Okay.
Wouldn't he have gotten an opportunity to attack on the first one that ran away?
No.
No, because he knocked me
So-
out.
No, that was the second one.
So I dropped my shield.
Second-
Well,
Yeah,
actually, yeah, you could have swung on
Yeah.
the first one if you would like to have swung on the first one.
I literally like drop my shield as I take off into a run. I catch up to the guy that's at the door,
17.
and then two-handed bring my
Oh, yeah,
battle axe
that's
down
fine.
on his head.
Okay, so you're going for the one that's at the
So
door right
with
now. So that's not the
arms
one
right,
that you just hit that's running away.
I get to
That-
add.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I
my-
can still cast
Wisdom.
after this because I haven't actually. I wasn't using my
Yeah.
shield.
Yeah. So real quick, roll your damage first, just because you would have gotten that hit in as he jumped across and tried to flee away.
4.
4 points of damage. Okay, as you get that hit in, that's when you get struck down by this other Kenku. You charging in after him. Go ahead and get your swing.
Yeah, two-handed swing on him for 16.
16 hits.
Okay. Oh wait, I don't need that one. 6 damage.
6 damage. 6 damage. You hit a heavy hit. Comes down on like the back of this thing's shoulder, and it kind of squawks up at you, and its eyes go wide, but it is still alive.
Okay, and then I look down at the other one and put my hand in his face and fire Eldritch Blast.
With disadvantage.
It's fine.
Is it fine?
9.
9.
4. Who 4? 9?
Total of 9 does not hit.
Damn.
It's not fine.
Morthos, what are you doing?
9.
I'm going to turn towards the people running, and I'm going to Ray of Frost him.
Alright.
I hate that.
What's the
spell.
range? 60 feet,
60
right?
feet.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I hate that spell. It
It's
needs to
gonna
not be called Ray.
17.
17 hits. Oh, it's a ray of frost, though.
It's a laser. Of
It is a laser of frost.
But that's not as catchy.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
small
Specifically
ray of
not
frost.
a ray.
3 points
It's
of
a
cold
frost
damage,
beam.
and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Alright,
It's a mini
nice
ray
hit.
of frost.
Which one were you hitting?
The second one.
Alright, yeah, so this one kind of just dodged out of the way as Nomi put his hand out and let out this blast that just flew back into the corner, like burst into some of the dead bodies along the side, sent him flying over. As he dodges from that, he gets... Suddenly you see him kind of like ice over almost and slow, and he's still going, but moving at a much slower pace.
Whose turn?
That was your action movement, or the rest of your movement, or any bonus, or...
No.
Okay, Evander, I need a death saving throw from you. So, deep 20 plus your constitution bonus.
Constitution.
Constitution.
12.
You're good, so that's
My turn?
one success. Sark, back to your turn.
Sacred Flame on the first guy.
Alright. He has
Yeah.
half cover, because Nonomi's standing right in front of him. You got a box right in front of you. If you want to move first, you can maybe get a better vantage point.
How's that?
Yeah, start pushing your way through crates and stuff. He kind of moves right in front of you as your Ray of Frost goes over.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
It's just damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
What?
Flame Light Radius is a creature that you can see with range. Target must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Thank you. What's the save?
12.
Does not make it.
So it does 1d8 radiant damage. 2.
That's enough. With a burst of light, this thing kind of and like squawks out as you see like feathers light with this radiant flame, and it kind of crumples to the ground. The back one, yeah. That is your
As
turn.
This giant burst of light hits right in front of me. I just kind of go.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So he's gonna turn and book. So that one falls to the ground. He's unconscious. Thank you. This one's gonna continue to run
That's
for
the
the
Even
one
though he just blew up.
That's
No.
the one. That's the one that I.
Oh, you targeted the front one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's still enough. All right, so
Okay.
Goddamn!
the front one goes down. He's gonna just burst through, try and charge. If you're
And
making
I
an
don't
attack,
get my attack if I
no disadvantage on it. you're
But I
blinded.
wouldn't be able to take it anyway because it's still within the same turn of having gotten mine last.
No, it's new round.
New round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so it's by new round.
I'm first in round.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. 18 or 16.
Both hit.
Get him, boy.
I'm still two-handing.
Okay.
Okay. 5 damage.
All right. So as he leaps out of the door over his just burnt to a crisp ally, you come across and just lop off an entire arm. He gets like 2 steps out the door and then drops down.
Someone
to
should
the
go
ground.
get him and bring him back. Actually, no, he's fine.
I go back and retrieve my shield.
Okay. So you go back and return your shield.
Okay.
Morthos, what are you doing?
I walk up to Walker.
Evander?
Are we out of initiative?
Kind of, sort of. He's still got death saving throws, so
I
it
was
depends
gonna,
on what you
gonna
do.
use my channel divinity because I can split it up between anybody within 30 feet.
Okay, well, it's his turn right now. Are you doing anything?
Actually, I'm gonna walk up to this guy.
Okay.
And is he a pile of ash?
No.
Oh,
Kill
then I pull out a dagger and I just stab him.
All right. He's dead.
I see it and
All right,
go, that
cool.
was particularly dark of you.
Kill him dead.
He hit me.
That's your turn, Evander. I need a Constitution saving throw. Or death
I
saving
get
throw.
a little mad when people hit me.
18.
You're good, so that's another success. It now comes to your turn.
Okay, my channel divinity is 5 times your cleric level.
Okay.
So 5 times 2.
So you gather everyone close first because they need to be within 30 feet, correct?
Yeah. Well, I was mainly gonna use it on me.
Well, we all are within 30 feet now
Yeah.
if you move forward.
Okay. Well, you had charged out to go get him, so I'm saying you get all.
Yeah.
So you guys all get
Because I
together
came
within
back to
30
get
feet.
How many health points do you have? You're pretty
I'm at full.
Yeah.
I'm at 10.
In fact, I didn't even take damage to him.
Okay. I'm gonna use it in between me and him because I'm at 1 and he's at 0.
Nice. So what do you? Who's getting what?
It's 5 times 2, which is 10.
So who's getting what?
I'm gonna
He has 9
take.
HP total.
He's gonna take 9.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take
1.
1.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do
No,
that?
I
he's
turn
gonna,
to you.
I'm gonna split up 5 and 5.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I have the sealing potion.
Yeah,
And you
split
still
up
have
5
my
and 5.
healing potion.
No, he has it.
He passed it on to me.
Oh, but you still haven't used it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Evander, you come to conscious. You can
But
feel
as
your
we know,
wound.
one hit can
Yeah.
Although
knock me
I
back
could
down
give you
again.
9, take the 1, and then use that health potion.
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna
saying.
do that.
Okay.
So you're gonna go full health.
So you come
I
into
give you the health
consciousness.
potion.
You can feel your wound kind of really warm, magically being sealed. It's still painful, still really sore, but you come to consciousness on the ground. Smells like burnt feathers in the ground.
I'm
The
gonna take that health
shield that
potion.
he gave me, does that go away because I went down to 0?
Nope.
Okay.
Because
Just
it's
making
his
sure.
concentration, yeah. Which actually, I should have had you rolling concentration checks for it, but we'll say you're good for right now. We'll take our first break right there, and take a quick 5.
I also
and
just
stuff,
took that
and then
health
we'll
potion.
come back. Okay, definitely. So yeah, we're gonna take our first break.
What?
So we're picking back up as Evander, you're coming to consciousness, and you guys are kind of peering around and seeing what's going on. This did make a decent amount of noise, I mean, you guys are in a dark alley, and it's kind of a offshoot of this alley, anyways. So sounds got to echo a little bit, but you did make a decent amount of noise within this warehouse.
I'm gonna start booking for the stairs.
Okay, you just run to the stairs.
15, 20,
I follow.
30.
Okay.
Can we all just go upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, so fancy. Wow.
How can the flare
You can pull that one down.
Yeah, would you? It doesn't. No, don't pull it. It sits
Pull it,
on top of that. Will you unfold that though? Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
How can upstairs be wider than downstairs?
Magic. The Gathering. Jesus.
Where are the other two Kenku?
Those are right behind Dane.
Wow.
Where's the other two Kenku miniatures that were on
They're
the
right
table?
there. You have to say bird people.
Thank you.
Look like bird, talk like people.
Look like bird.
Okay. Where's my
It's right there.
diet?
Right there.
Where's my diet plan?
Your deity?
Deity?
Yeah. It's never ever written down.
Timora?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you want to write on your notes, because that's not really, it doesn't really have anything in the character sheet for your, I mean, it might on the second page.
I was just gonna write it down,
So I won't be reprinting the second pages unless you guys make
in this?
drastic changes to like changing gear and
I'm
that
just
kind of
gonna
stuff.
do,
So the
like-
second page should stay the same.
deity.
Okay, so yeah, you guys come up onto the second level. It's just an open balcony. You guys see there's crates stacked around. You can look down onto the warehouse. You see that there's some candles lit. There's a candle lit on top of this post here. The posts come up to about 4 or 5 feet up on this upper level. There's also a candle on that post as well. And there's one in this back corner here that's kind of giving a little bit of light that is here inside.
Question?
Yeah. No.
From what it looks like, all of this looks over
Yes.
down on this room.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly how it's like laid out. You're looking down onto the first floor.
Oh shit, that's mean we're being watched.
Meaning if there's anyone up here,
They
or if there
watched
is
me.
anyone up here, they could have seen us already.
Being up there, do I see anything?
Roll a perception check.
We're not up there yet, though.
Well,
Okay.
I thought we went up
Said
there.
you wanted to be up there.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna perfection.
yeah, you're just like looking, generally looking. Yeah, so you critted with your perception.
And I go between infrared and normal just to make sure I can see what I see.
So I do want to clarify on that too, because I said I would do, even though it's not in the book, I want to bring that in because it's part of the lore of the world. It does take quite a long time to go back. It's not an instant thing. It takes the better part of 10 minutes to go back and forth between it. Also, if you do go into it, like the candle that's burning next to you would hurt. Like any actual open flame is like really destructive to your eyes while you're in that reading. So if there are times where, like, say you're out in the night and you're on a rooftop and you want to look for something, or you're looking for somebody specific or something like that, that's the kind of time where you can very easily sit and go into the infrared.
So it's kind of more of like a hunting thing than
It's more or less of a
going
hunting
into
thing.
a room and then like.
Yeah, or going into
Boing,
something that's
infrared.
it's always gonna be
Okay.
pitch black. Like
In
if
that
you're
case,
going
no,
deep
I'm
into
not doing
caves, like then it's perfect to go into. But yeah, the city life, it's gonna be hard for you to like just go, you know. Yeah. But
But
yeah.
I just crit.
You just see all the boxes stacked around. You do see a doorway over on the side over here, and other than that, nothing really seems to take any attention. There's no bodies on this upper floor. Yeah.
I say we go into the room, and I go towards the room.
Okay.
That's where I was going.
Is there a doorknob to the room?
Yes.
I try to open the door.
Opens right up.
Blast in with my dick out.
So you open the door, and instantly you see movement, and you kind of get your mace out ready to strike, and then notice that it's about 6 or 7 decent sized rats that instantly skitter around, like go between your feet. Completely harmless though.
I
It
take
definitely
out-
jumps you.
And as soon as I see those, I just like take out the little spider in my backpack and I set it on the ground. Go kill the rats.
Everybody look away from it.
It just sits there.
Everybody look away.
You look away from it?
Yeah.
You kind of hear it.
Look at it.
Look at
It's
it.
like 3 feet away.
Wait,
Man,
I
you
look
got a
into
good
his
friend.
backpack.
Uh-huh.
Do anything?
You look into his backpack?
Into his back, like
It's
open.
not in his
And
backpack.
There's just a backpack.
It's just like
No, he's
Everything looks jumbled and like his
Yeah.
rope that was tied up in there looks like it's kind of been twisted around a few times.
I imagine it
Yeah.
like
So
if-
it literally was just trying to get away.
it's like a stirring thing.
Yeah.
It's just been stirring in his backpack.
I thought maybe it was building or something.
I go pick it up and I put it back in
You
my
got a
backpack.
stupid thing.
I think it's amazing.
Jesus
I love
Christ.
it.
You
I
got
love
a
it.
stupid thing.
I mean, I got a fucking purple feather. I've been like,
What'd you do with your purple feather?
I've been wearing it in my ear.
Okay, alright. So you just got this It's about like a foot long.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's a real long.
Like, real
feather.
long, extravagant
I have a
thing.
smoky ball in my pocket.
I'm so like you have no idea, and I'll tell you why later. Why I'm so happy I rolled for you to find that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys see that this room, it's got a desk and some chairs. There are some bare shelves that just seem to be covered with dust.
How do you make
and
shelves out of a
there's,
bear?
Just cobwebs draped over everything. You can see there's 2 doors. On each side. And you see that there's a little metal bell mounted to the top of the door. With a wire going off into the woodwork, kind of going back towards this direction.
I go up to the bell. And I put my finger out. What?
No!
What?
Stop!
Why?
Please.
No, it's not.
It's a trap.
Please.
It's not a trap.
Please.
Please, dear God.
It's not a trap.
It's
Please.
a trap. It's a tarp. Who has a knife? You should try and cut. You should try and cut the wire behind the bell.
You really want me to do that?
I mean, no one else has a sharp object.
I mean, why would we do that? Why wouldn't we just go through the door and
I
ignore
just
the
break
bell?
the door open.
Open up the door. You see just another office space in this one. There's some more.
Does the bell
desks.
ring?
So in this one, there was just like a single desk and a chair. There's the bell on this door. You open the door, the bell does not ring. This one has like 2 or 3 desks and some shelves and cobwebs and stuff. You do also see that there's another bell above this door and another bell above the other
I'm
door.
gonna run over to this one over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna smash
too.
the bell with my mace. I open the door.
You see another office space.
I opened the door on the other
See
side.
another office
I
space.
whack the bell down
You said
off
that
that
there's
one
a-
like a fucking baseball.
There's a door over here?
Yes.
I
Where
walk
are we
up to that
going,
door.
Spencer? There's no more map.
Spencer, I walk up to that door.
Okay. Do you open it?
I open it.
Yeah, so you open it up. You just see that it's like a little 5-foot balcony on
stand
the
guard
second
first.
level, and you can see out into the alleyway.
on the outside of
Oh
the
shit.
I stand on the outside of the door still.
Okay.
On the outside of the door still. Yeah.
Oh, you want to be? Oh, 'cause-
I think this
I'm
is
just gonna
just
stand
one
guard
of
there.
many hideouts.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go downstairs again.
So there's no bodies here.
No, there's no bodies upstairs.
Okay.
And
Actually,
all of the offices that you're in look very dusty and unused.
Damn. I go back downstairs.
I'm gonna go back downstairs and start looking at the bodies.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
searching through all the
Yeah.
bodies and stuff. You can pull the top part off if you want. Or just here, I'll take it.
I feel like that would have been useful if I didn't come in guns blazing.
So, you go back downstairs. You start searching through the bodies.
The boudet.
We should just do like a quick
Boudettes?
kind of scan. Look for Floon. Look for. I don't know if you know what the Rainer.
No.
Never
I
end.
didn't get a description on him. But they said Silverfingers said he looked alike.
So everyone roll a perception as you go downstairs and start searching through.
22.
22.
4.
10.
10.
7.
7. 4. Alright. So, you guys start walking down the stairs. Sark, you're the last one down the stairs. Everyone else is kind of ahead of you as they're
I
going
have really
down.
good vision in here, so.
I do too.
So yeah,
Yeah, you
you're
don't.
peering around,
I
looking and
start
stuff. The three of you guys start heading out and start searching through the bodies. So there is a total of 12 human bodies, and then there are 4 goblin bodies, and then also your 4 Kenku bodies. Did you guys go and retrieve the one that was outside and bring it inside, or did you leave it outside?
I think we left
You were
it
the
outside.
one that killed it. So what did you do? Did you leave it outside, or did you bring it inside?
Someone did say that I should bring it inside.
He
but
said it, but you were out there by yourself.
I wasn't
times.
really paying attention, so
What would you have liked to have done?
I would like to have brought it in.
Okay, so
but
you brought
that
it
isn't-
inside.
Exactly.
Alright, so it's just like right inside on the door then over there.
Okay.
So you guys start kind of looking through those. You, as you're heading down to the bodies, a noise catches your ear that no one else seems to notice, and it's not really a loud one. It's just kind of like the small shuffling noise. So your attention turns back to this door as you come around the stairs.
I didn't even see that door.
The rest of you guys, so you notice that 5 of the human males, they have tattoos on them, matching tattoos of winged snakes, either on the back of their shoulder or on their wrist.
I'm gonna fuck these hoes up. They're fucking killing my people, bro.
They're wearing like general adventuring gear, like browns and greens, also blacks and leathers and that kind of stuff as well. And then you see that these 7 other humans are all wearing dark black leathers, hoods. They have hidden daggers and that kind of stuff. Nothing extravagant as far as items go.
Same tattoos.
No tattoos on them except for
How many?
one.
How many have tattoos?
So there's
The first-
5 of them that have winged snake tattoos.
Those are the cool homies, bro. Those are the homies.
There's 7 of them that are robe types. They're in blacks and leathers, hoods, all that kind of stuff. None of them have tattoos except one of them. You do notice as you're kind of like, going through, seeing what they have and that kind of stuff, you notice that on his hand, his right hand, there is a tattoo that's a large circle with 10 spokes kind of popping out of the circle, radiating out from the circle.
That's a fuckboy. We leave him.
You haven't seen any of these
I know.
though. So this is just kind of between you guys kind of coming together. As you notice now, Sark is off to the side, kind of looking in at this
investigate
door.
this door.
Roll an investigation check.
What is that? An intelligence?
I
I'm
believe
gonna
so.
fucking die.
So none of us noticed Floon?
15.
No, you guys noticed Floon. No, 15. So you kind of quietly inch your way up. You can kind of hear almost like a whimpering and maybe a shuffle or two here or there. And it's definitely something is inside whatever this little closet is.
I'm gonna open it.
You can also see, as you're going up to it, that it is kind of broken and off hinge a little bit.
And spokes.
You open it?
Yeah.
Alright, so you open this room,
Yeah.
and it just smells
I just
like
put that-
terribly
I had
strong
a
of
large
sour
bottle of
fish
soap
and
on
vinegar. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
it like just fills your nostrils instantly. It's filled with discarded ropes, canvas, tarps, and then there's this splintered wood that's kind of covered all over the ground, where there's a bunch of herring, rotting like herring fish, like just piled about. You can kind of see poking out from like this pile of fish and stuff, like some like reddish blonde hair.
Oh, god damn
Is that food?
it. We're here to save you.
It's like you can see it like kind of like wiggle around and like some fish kind of like slides off a little bit. Start climbing and pulling stuff. Alright, so you start, you guys now look over and you can see Sark like piling just rotten fish behind him. Kind of catches your guys' eyes a little bit.
And
And
my nose.
and your nose, yeah, instantly starts to fill the area. As you guys are searching through, you do notice that one of the Kenku is actually not dead yet. The one that you smashed with your mace is down on the ground. He is unconscious and unmoving still, but he is still alive.
Oh, do I notice it?
Between the 3 of you guys notice
So I
it.
walk up to him and I tie him in some rope.
Alright,
Okay.
roll survival check.
I was waiting for
getting
that
ready
stab.
for it. I was like, no, come on.
That was my first reaction too. I was like, stab it. Wait.
He said survival?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got a 5.
5.
Really bad knots.
So you start pulling out all these fish and stuff, and you see well-looking male human, wavy red blonde hair. He's got like this blue tunic on and brown pants. He is tied up. His hands are tied, and his feet are tied. He's also got a like a gag over his mouth kind of thing. Not a gag, but you know what I mean. And then he just like looks like soaked in this like gross fish gunk. Looks like the box probably broke on top of him, and it just poured out onto him. He's kind of like, he looks a little frightened, but at the same time, a little less frightened seeing maybe some friendly people. Yeah, well, a human face. But right now he's looking at a scary half-orc, so. Do you guys go over to it?
I go over.
Okay.
What'd you find?
I found a guy who looks like Floon, maybe the Lord, and I don't have a knife.
Here.
I come I come up with a knife and I cut.
No, I'm just gonna orc it. Just like,
roll strength check.
You rip his arms off in the process.
9, 10, 11.
Alright, yeah, so the ropes, they're not like really like crazy tight or anything like that. So you're able to kind of like pull different like lengths of rope off of his hand to where you can finally just get the whole thing off his hands come undone. And he like comes up and instantly starts like pulling the mouthpiece off and is just like, oh my god, good god.
How'd you get in there if you're all tied up?
Are you Floon?
No.
That's the Lord.
Raynar Neverember.
Where's Floon?
Thank
This
you.
isn't the guy we're looking for.
I seriously do this reaction. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I
You're
actually
searching for Floon?
Yes.
I mean, you as well. We heard about you.
I know of Floon. He was with me. Please just give me a moment to. I will tell you everything.
Stand over on
Thank
the
you
other side of
for
it.
saving me. You are here to
Yeah,
save
we should
me,
come
right?
out of this really gross.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna leave this warehouse.
We're gonna.
He grabs.
We're gonna veer past that question. And we're gonna get you out
He
of
grabs
this.
the dagger because you're still kind of like holding out. And he like cuts the bindings
The
around
resin.
his legs, and then he hands it back to you. He kind of like mucks himself off. Reaches in, grabs one of the like cloth tarps, and like starts like wiping himself and stuff.
Prestidigitation is what is.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
for. You motherfucker!
At the same time. Yeah, so just both like fingers snap, and there's like the squeaky clean thing, and then this like pile of like just like fish gunk just like splats on the ground next to him. It still smells terribly, but he is now clean. And he, what? Thank you. Wizards about always helpful. Well, yes, let's move away, and he kind of kicks some of the fish.
So how'd you get in there?
You see, I had met with Floon. We were drinking down at the Skewered Dragon, and by the time night was falling, I didn't think he fared well to walk himself home, so I took to walking myself, and as we left the alleyway, we were jumped by some men, and I was bound and gagged, as was Floon, and we were taken by those ones. And he points at the roguish type, the 7 looking figures, the one of them having the circle tattoo on his hand. Yes, we were, no, sorry, not those ones. We were taken by those ones, and he goes and points at the 5. Yes, that is correct, the 5. We were jumped by 5 men. No,
The wing tattoo.
The wing tattoos, yeah. Those ones, I saw them, they came in, it all happened so fast. We were here for an hour or two, and those ones came in and attacked. And in the confusion, I scrambled away into that closet. There were a few loud hits, heavy hits, and somehow the box came down on top of me. And I kind of got pinned there beneath the fish.
And where was the other during this whole confrontation?
Floon, he was with me, and during the fight, I don't know what happened to him. There were others grabbing him, and I was not able to help him. I was bound and gagged.
Who grabbed him?
Some of the roguish men that were there.
The ones in the black robes. The black robes,
With the
because
wing
they
Not the wing tattoo men.
they were already there. They got jumped by this other 7.
Yeah. So
rogues.
the 5 with the wing tattoos, They matched. They were the ones that grabbed
Floon
and Raynar from the tavern.
Yeah.
They brought them here. They were here for a few hours together. They were tied up. They were in this lower level, and then all of a sudden, they were jumped by these 7 men. He didn't see the Kenku before, but these other 7 roguish types came in, jumped, started attacking. There were a few other, like some goblins and some other stuff, he says. And then, in that confusion, as people were fighting and, they were falling all over him, he started crawling away. Imagine the second Lord of the Rings when the hobbits are fucking crawling from that shit, yeah. He crawled his way to that closet, and then that box broke down on top of him, kind of pinning him there. So, he doesn't know really... last he saw, Floon was right next to him as these men were attacking.
It's possible that Floon was taken by one of the rogue men because all of the winged snake tattooed guys who took them
are accounted for. Yeah. You know that he was taken by 5 people.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Who are you people, and why do people keep trying to kidnap you?
Well,
I mean, besides you, I know who you are.
I am Raynar Neverember.
Well, who's Floon? Why is Floon so special that he gets captured by multiple sets of people?
He was with Raynar Neverember.
He kind of sits, and he gets kind of like a doubtful look on his face for a second or two, and he... Well, alright, you see, he points over to the men with the wing tattoos. Those are Zentarim.
Uh-huh.
And they believe that my father, while he was still in power, embezzled a large amount of dragons.
Uh-huh.
They believe that he hid them somewhere here in the city. They probably think that I know where that is. Unfortunately for Floon, who bears much of a resemblance to I, he might have been mistaken and just caught at the wrong time. I feel terrible for it, but those men were most likely looking for me and grabbed the both of us.
Makes sense.
So this is all based on a legend.
Well,
Or a
I
theory.
wouldn't say it's stretched as much as a legend. I'm not a fan of my father, and he did some terrible things with his power. I would not put it past him to have done this. It is said that you can find this stash of gold with an artifact called the Stone of Galore. Some magical rock, I don't know, that somehow imbued with the knowledge of finding this. This was apparently in the hands of the Zentarim Guild. Sorry, the Xanathar Guild, until recently. Apparently someone stole it from them. The Zents probably think, but I don't know. The Zents probably think that I know something, but I don't know. My father and I haven't spoken in many years, so I'm not sure about all of this, but those are the known rumors that have gone around.
I would assume that the Zents know something that you don't, and that's more why they're after you. If we're to believe that somebody has stolen this Stone of Galore.
The Stone of Galore was stolen from the Xanathar Guild.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past the Zentarim. Seeing as how they've operated,
He kind of looks over and notices that one of the Kenku has been tied up. Is that one still alive then?
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, we can't get any information out of him.
Kyle?
He's been asleep.
I don't know much about
You
those
also have to
creatures.
try.
Huh?
The name of the stone?
Stone of Galore.
Stone of Galor.
Golor. I don't know much about these avian creatures, but have we tried to get any information?
None, but I tied him up before he had a chance to run away. Figured we'd talk with you first.
It's a name.
Very well then, I think maybe that might be... If you are still... You said you were in search of Floon?
Yes.
I do not know where he went, but that creature might have an idea.
I go up to the creature and then I re-secure the knots.
Okay.
And then I set him up against one of the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Before... Never
You just slap it. I mean, it doesn't wake up.
Okay, good. Before you do that, I'm gonna make him more inclined to help us out. So
I was just trying to wake him up. Do what you want.
don't hit him. Does anyone have a... never remember, do you have anything to wake this guy up with?
No, I am not a wizard of myself.
We just found him in a pile of fish.
Actually, and he kind of reaches down. He says, "They did take my long sword," and he starts kind of like looking around. You see
We'll
him
deal with this. You go find that.
He starts trailing off and looking for his gear.
Can I search the bodies for any useful shit?
You find just daggers and short swords.
Any money?
No.
Any water
Any-
around?
Do you like start searching through like crates and stuff like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I go and grab a fish.
No.
Grab the fish.
No,
I walk up to the
It's
bird.
like rotten and gross and stuff.
Don't
There's
hit
no
him
good
with-
fish?
No.
I wasn't
No,
gonna hit
no.
him with the fish.
Everything in here, like it looks like it hasn't been like facilitated in a
Alright,
little
well, I
while.
grab
gonna
the rotten
do a
fish
dark
and I
hunter on
hold
the
it up
second
near
and
its
fuck the
face.
fish. What?
What?
Yeah, so you find, let's see, you find about 100 pieces of copper between them and 15 silver. 100 copper, 15 silver between all of the individual like rogues, but not a lot of wealth on them. Raynar comes down. You see that he does have a sword now sheathed on his side. Looks like he's fastening the belt around it. You're coming back with a fish now towards the Kenku, which is like still unconscious. Its hands are kind of tied back, leaning on a box. And what were you doing?
Looking for water.
There is no water. You find a lot of like spoiled vinegar and
Close enough.
like cloth and stuff like that, but you don't find any water.
You find
I
out
grab the vinegar.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
vinegar
Nice
can
sploosh.
spoil?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure vinegar can spoil. Like if it sits for a really, really long time.
like a
I
really...
thought things
No.
burn to vinegar.
Sorry, yeah, it's
When they super-
oil. It's like olive oil that's spoiled, so it's like vinegar. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I take the olive oil, now vinegar, and
Uh-huh.
I sploosh it in the face with it.
Okay, you guys are trying to wake it up.
Yeah.
Someone roll a medicine check. That's how you do things.
No, I like my way better.
Okay,
I'll
you
roll that
sploosh
medicine.
it with oil and vinegar, and it just goes.
I'll
Dude,
roll
it'll
that
just,
medicine check.
if it gets out of hand, we can just light it on fire.
Yeah.
I run up and get the candle from upstairs.
I
11.
11. All right, yeah. So using some of your healing kit and that kind of stuff, and mending some of the smaller wounds and that kind of stuff, kind of bringing him back to a stable area.
I actually
and-
didn't want to run up and get the candle.
Yeah. And then kind of after that, maybe giving a slap or two or splashing some more vinegar on him or whatever. But after you kind of heal him up a little bit, it finally kind of chirps a few times.
Alright.
Doesn't seem to be like it sees that it's surrounded by 5 people, and it's just gonna.
So, I understand how you communicate, so you're going to need a little bit of help with this. But what I'm expecting from you is that you're going to help us find our friend, someone who was taken
Scree!
from
What's
this
his name?
place.
Dick fuck.
Floon, I forget his last name.
Floon,
But
floon.
I'm not saying it specifically to
and
him.
you're Everburn. I look at Everburn.
Raynar.
I look at Raynar.
He's Evander.
Never Ender. Never Ember is what you were
And I
doing.
look at his clothing.
Mhm.
Does it match the exact description? Funny that you would have the exact same clothing and hair
Yes, we bear
as your friend.
very similar resemblance.
It's funny how you would be mistaken for him.
Seem very hostile with your words there.
I'm just curious.
I'm pretty sure it was the other way around. I'm pretty sure Floon was
the
mistaken
other
for
way
him.
around.
Yes,
Looking
as I
for
said,
him.
I believe they were trying to hunt me down,
Yes.
and they accidentally grabbed him instead.
If you don't believe him and you think he's using magic to do something,
Roll a
why don't
check.
you just go, no. What is rolling a check? I don't know what you're talking about. Just walk up to him and like stare at him for a few minutes or something. Pat him down. I don't care. Just go figure it out, man. It's okay.
I hold no hostility here.
If
If you wish me to leave, I will leave.
No, stay.
no, please stay.
Anyway,
I don't know what his deal is.
We need your help.
Probably.
Very well then.
He needs ours more specifically. He got ours already. Anyway.
What do you guys got?
What does the Kenku respond with?
Roll a...
It goes,
Are you intimidating it? Are you just persuading it? What are you doing?
It was
I
just a
can-
persuasion.
Then roll persuasion.
You remember what I said?
Yeah.
Does it realize it's covered in oil?
Damn, what is
The-
with these... Fucking fuck! God, 5.
The other
Five.
thing too is
If this has to be difficult, I can make it very, very difficult.
Brickle
for you.
brackle, frickle frackle. Squawk, squawk, squeak, brick, brack.
I walk up to it, closer to it, I get down in its face, and I grab it by the back of the head, and just kind of hold it real close to my face. And I and I look very deeply into it, and darkness kind of like flows out of me into it, and I cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
And it, like just this really weird looking like dark kind of deal.
Alright,
I'm standing on the
so-
side like, they're gonna fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him. I'm gonna fuck him.
Oh, what's the save?
It's a bird. It has a cloaca. It doesn't have genitalia like that.
You kind of see it.
You motherfucker.
He looks happier.
He looks like
Yeah.
he's trying to fuck.
You're gonna tell me what I need to know.
Massage his cloaca.
He kind of sits back for a second, and then all of a sudden, coming out of this small bird, you kind of hear, "Xanathar sends his regard."
What? That was not what I was expecting.
Wait.
Who is Xanathar?
Xanathar sends his regard.
I heard you the first time.
Well, we gotta kill Xanathar, so it's okay.
Why do we have to kill
so
Xanathar?
He's a bad
Xanathar
man.
has to do with the 5 guys with the
That
winged
burger
snake
place?
tattoo.
No,
No.
it doesn't.
No.
Opposite.
That's the sun tattoo.
The
Zatarum are the snake tattoo.
you would be familiar with it too, since you're in the city. So the Zentarum are the ones with the winged snakes, and the Xanathar is the one with the circle and the 10 spokes.
Okay.
Guys, guys.
Why do you need some random ass like, dude? This is the never ender guy. Like, this is who you want. I just want the guy that you mistook for this fucker. Like,
Tie up the pretty boy. Put him in the back room.
how do I know you're gonna give us who I want?
Don't you guys think that's funny that these two look alike and they happen to get fucking hijacked on the same night?
I mean, yeah, that's
The thing
it's
He's already
weird, but it's
explained it
like,
though. I don't
I
understand.
believe if you want.
I don't understand why it would be the other way around.
I pick up the chicken by the scruff of the feathers. How do I know that you're gonna give me who I want?
Follow the yellow signs in the sewers. Follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
Follow the yellow wood.
It's not what he said. It's funny. It's how he's saying it.
Because he has to repeat what other people are saying.
He can only repeat what people say. He can only mimic what people have said.
Exactly.
Are they arrows?
They're
Marks?
yellow signs.
Follow the yellow signs.
Are they
It's
marks?
Who's
They're
at
not-
the end of the yellow sign?
It's not-
the place. Just get him to the boss.
Oh, I see. Take him and go down there.
So we know where the guy is now.
He's telling us to take the Never Ember guy down.
He's
wait,
just
wait, wait,
repeating. Hold on, no. How they
I know.
He's
I
just
understand.
repeating what he has heard.
And I'm interpreting.
He's not telling us anything.
He can tell us anything he wants
He's
by
telling us what he
So,
has heard.
yes.
He's telling us
But
what
in the
went
context
on
of
in
the
this-
entire conversation is that this
Yeah.
bird is trying to convey the message that we should take the Never Ember guy down into the
No,
sewers.
No.
He's trying to convey the message that the 5 winged snake tattooed men
Took the
were
other guy
talking about
Right.
He's not telling.
while he
he's not
was
helping
still
us.
here.
No.
Why would
This
he
is
be
all
helping?
before that they were attacked. He's repeating an event that was in the
You're
earlier
looking at
on.
it in a way that he is conversing with you. He's not conversing with you.
It's their vocalization is way stricter than you think. They can't form their own words or sentences.
Right.
They literally just repeat.
But they
He's
have.
just repeating
I understand
things
that.
that
I understand
he thinks
that. I'm
you
not.
want.
I understand how that works.
He's not suggesting anything.
By
He can't physically suggest anything.
so the bird has
He
no
doesn't
actual
even-
thoughts of its own.
he doesn't
It can
even
only
know-
It doesn't
repeat-
understand language at all.
The bird doesn't know what it's saying.
It has no idea what it's saying. It's just
repeating
repeating
what
sounds.
it's heard.
It's not even repeating words. It's repeating sounds.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
literally
repeating- it's just
what it's heard.
Yeah.
Like bird, just like a bird calls. This is another
It's like
bird
a
call.
parrot. It's like he's like a parrot.
So then why would it be able to respond to me at all?
He's just saying things. He's just repeating sounds.
Right, but he's responding to me.
He's not responding to you.
No, you
I
think
haven't
he's
answered a
responding.
single one of your questions.
Yeah.
He's just saying.
He's just saying
before.
things.
In
He's
his
just-
sense, he's just making random sounds back at you.
Hoping that you'll, because you've charmed him, so he's just hoping to please you by repeating things.
Oh, okay.
You have to think about it as a parrot trying to
Alright,
please
I
the
didn't
person
understand
that's
the way
feeding
they
it.
worked. I always thought that you were because
If someone played it,
That's weird.
I'd bend it a little bit because
Okay.
that's just stupid.
Okay, yeah.
But they're really not playable. Or no, they are now because of the Xanath. Because that's impossible to do. But yeah, they have no idea what it's just sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that's what was throwing me off. All right. Now I understand how Kenku works.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
unknowingly given us hints to where Floon is.
Okay. So
So it's not like he's trying to
deal
help
with
us.
him
He's
like
just
he's
trying
an
to please you by
Deal with
making
him like he's an
sounds.
animal.
Yeah, so in a sense, he's kind of
You guys start to hear shit tons of movement outside that door, like right outside that.
he's repeated a conversation that these other guys were having.
A bunch of people start barging through the door, kind of in a sentry-like situation. You guys turn and look and see as about 15 City Watch members enter into the.
I go, thank God you're here!
And they kind of all instantly either put shields and clubs up or put spears down. And
I grab Never Ember and hold him over.
We just rescued him!
he puts a hand on the side, and then walking in behind him, you see a little bit taller, a little bit more plump figure. Looks very familiar. You see Eustace Staggett walk in, the City Watch captain.
Oh, the guy that we
you
helped
guys
earlier.
saw earlier. Yeah. And he turned.
We found him!
Well met again there, friend. Seems you find yourself in more trouble, even after my fair warning. And he kind of turns and looks and sees Raynar kind of in your arm, and he kind of looks over, and they seem to both give a nod. Eustace instantly, when he does that, like straightens his jacket, stands up a little straighter, broadens his shoulders. And, Raynar, pleasure to see you. Yes, and it seems you've all found trouble then. What's happened here?
Well, he was kidnapped, and
So was the guy
along
we're
with his
looking for.
friend, another friend that we're looking for that looks just like him, but we found him, and this bird thingy unknowingly just gave us hints to where the friend that looks just like him is, but we found him, and these people kidnapped him.
He kind of turns to Raynar and he says that I was kidnapped and they saved me, and this is
Just trying to play my -2 intelligence.
I'm not sure exactly what's happened, but from what they've said, that sounds about right. And kind of gives a nod back to him and says, well, it seems some more Xanathar members and Zentarum have killed each other on the streets. Not necessarily a bad thing. Well, not necessarily on the streets either. Well, seems that you were, in my eyes, fighting in self-defense, so I see no harm done here.
Thank you.
Just make sure you keep the blood off the streets.
We will, sir. We're just trying to do the right thing.
I
We'll
hope
do
you
our best.
find your friend Floon. That is, you said who you were looking for?
Floon?
Yes.
Yeah, we told you his name earlier.
Very well. Well, this is City Watch business now, so please, if you will,
Yes, sir.
leave the premises and stay out of trouble.
We will.
Floon?
Huh?
And find Floon?
And find Floon, yes, your friend. It is troubling times here when those go missing. It is a sorry thing indeed.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, sir. And I walk up to him and I go to clasp his.
He puts a hand out and, well met then.
All right.
Have a safe night.
As I walk out, just like.
As you turn, actually, oh wait, and he turns and grabs and he hands a piece of paper. Make sure you study that. You guys see that he's handing you another code legal. Just be safe. Then he turns and starts giving orders and stuff to the rest of the city.
We walk out the
Rainer,
door.
are you good?
So, who wants to venture down into the sewers?
Yes, I think I'll be all right. I feel much better than I did underneath that pile of stinking fish.
Come with
Is
us
there
down
a
into
place
the
where you
sewers.
can be safe, or would you like to hang out with us? We'll keep you safe.
Well, I have places to stay, but if you wish me to come with, I will go with you.
Yeah, I feel like it would probably be appropriate.
At least stay at the yawning portal with us tonight.
I do feel a bit responsible for Floon's fate, so of course I will come with you.
Don't tell me you still want to go down to the portal.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure Walker just suggested that.
What, go into the sewers, you mean? Yeah, I was actually expecting to just go straight into the sewers, but I mean, he doesn't.
I like
have a good
It's
point.
about
can't do
2:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning.
How do you feel about that, Rainer? You want to go take a nap first?
Well,
I wouldn't mind a hot bath and maybe a bit of relaxed rest before
I
we
think
go,
at
but
night too, or like during the day, the sewers may be a little bit quieter than.
I feel like it'd be
at
easy to
night.
traverse the sewers during the day.
if we are going into a hideout of a rogue guild, it might be easier to go during the day. They are less active. They might be more aware of us, but less active.
Especially since they have Floon and not you, they're gonna,
But they may not know that they have Floon. They may still think that they have Rain.
It is very much a possibility.
That's
Well, if they
what
ask
I
him
was
anything-
thinking
That's
of.
what we're hoping
Because-
for, because that'll mean
Because
he's alive.
Floon could keep on saying, "I'm not this like Rainer," but
Yeah, but no
that's
matter what,
exactly what
but no
they
matter what, if
expect.
they think Floon is him, they're not just gonna kill him because he's their bargaining chip.
They
Yeah.
need Floon for, or they need Rainer for some reason.
They want me for the information on my
Which he's explained.
father's stolen gold,
So we only have a
which
matter
I
of
know
time.
They
nothing
want
about anyways.
information that he does not know, but they think that he does know.
So we only have a matter of time until they kill Flynn, because there's only so far you can take an interrogation.
If they do believe him to be me, and they do not have the Stone of Galore, which is apparently the only way to find this thing, I am most likely their best option.
See? So I don't think they're gonna be gung ho about killing him.
I'm
Yeah.
not too familiar with whoever it is that tried to abduct me and their reasonings, but if there are vile people indeed, Floon's life very well be in danger.
How much time have you spent with Floon? Do people know
We
that
are good
you
friends. I have known him
often
for quite a long time.
and you often spend time with Floon?
I have
and
not
are
been
seen-
to Waterdeep in many years. I left while my father was in power, and not till after he had been exiled and removed as the Open Lord did I return.
So we're in the street.
Yeah, you guys are standing right
No.
outside in the courtyard right now, which is fine. One of the city watch members is standing there just watching you, but they're not pursuing you.
Shall we continue our conversation on the
Well, I mean-
way back to the bar?
I think we're going to go take a nap. Are you staying somewhere? Do you want to stay elsewhere? Do you want us to get you a room? Are you gonna?
I can get myself a room. Where are you staying?
The yawning portal.
Oh, yes. That's what I said there.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you
Let's go
guys
down.
make your way to the yawning portal.
Yeah.
It's about an hour's walk. You guys make your way to the yawning
Damn.
portal about 4 o'clock in the morning. There's a few people like still in chairs and tables, just passed the fuck out drunk.
Look to the fireplace.
Volo is not there. Yeah.
I'm looking pretty
Um,
fucking haggard.
And yeah, you guys look like just beat up, and you see Durnan there, kind of like cleaning some glasses, and he's kind of like, "Oh, rough night."
Long fucking night, Durnan.
Yes. Well, you have that room and stay still.
Yes. Thank you.
So you would have had 2 rooms technically, because you had one for Barbie and then one for you and well, Chris had his own, so just one for you.
Yeah.
So you can fit one other person in your room that you have for another 2 10-day.
Yeah.
But you guys will probably need another room for the other 2 of you.
Rainer can stay with you.
Well, Rainer can get his own
Rainer,
fucking
yeah,
room.
goes and he gets his own room, and
So we
Durnan
just need
seems
one
to
more room.
recognize him, and he puts
I'll get
down some gold,
So
and
it'd be you and someone else.
so you're gonna get one.
Yeah.
So it is. It's not even actually. So Raynar puts down a gold. It is 8 silver pieces for a single night. If you just don't pay for one night.
Well, we plan on staying here for a while.
He's got a room through the next 2 10-day.
Hey, I want the room next to his for as long as he's here.
I have one that's on the same floor, but not right next. That's what is occupied at the moment.
That's fine.
Very well then.
So how many gold pieces for every...
Two
or how many silver
so
pieces
one.
for gold?
So if you
or
think
what?
of copper is 1, so copper is 1, silver is 10, gold is 100. So 100 copper or 100 copper pieces. Or you wanted what do you want? You wanted silver. So there's
10 silver pieces
10
and
silver
1
pieces
gold.
is 1 gold. Yeah.
So how much for that?
2 10 days?
duration? Yeah, for however long he's gonna be here.
2 10 day.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly 210 day. I'm
It
basically
is
saying
because I just got
No,
that
it's
yesterday.
you have it through till because you had already paid through the end of this 10 day, which would be to the 20th. So you have through till the end of chess, which is the 30th of chess.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to pay through that, it's the 17th technically now. So 1, 2. So it'd be 1 gold. No, sorry, it wouldn't be. Here, let me double check.
I was like, that's fucking cheap as fuck, bro. Didn't he say it was like 5 or 10 gold?
It's 8 silver pieces for 1 day.
For 1 day, so that's almost 10 gold, or 1 gold a day.
Oh, it was 128 silver pieces, so it's 12 gold, 8 silver pieces.
It was around like 10.
Okay.
12 gold, 8 silver
I'll
pieces.
do the same.
Well, you guys, I mean,
Well,
you only need to
you only
buy
need
one
one
room.
Well, I'm gonna be like awake. I'm gonna sleep or I'm gonna meditate for 4 hours and then be awake for the rest of the time. So I'm gonna do shit and I don't want to wake you guys up. So
You can
I'm
hang out in the tavern. This is a huge tavern.
Okay,
There's
well,
multiple
then, yeah, I'll
stories.
just-
It's not a small
and, like,
inn.
Yeah.
Well, then if it's 12 gold, 8 silver, you pay 6 gold. I'll pay 6 gold.
Okay.
And then someone needs to pay 8 silver.
Robert can get 8 silver.
All right.
And I pay nothing because I have already paid.
Yeah. All right. So you guys go to sleep. It is long needed sleep. You guys get to your rooms.
You're fucking telling me, bro.
Yeah, hit the bed, just instantly pass the fuck out. So you will fully heal. You will get all your spell slots back, do all that kind of stuff. And then you're waking up the next morning to start heading back. You head down to the tavern. Rainer's already down there. You know, get some food and that kind of stuff. It is 10 o'clock. Do we want to call it?
Call it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna call it.